salary and benefit projection model, also known as the SBP model, can help agencies improve their forecasting accuracy, reduce the time to collect budget requests, improve data integrity, and help managers become more involved in the budgeting process. In this short demonstration, I will go over the various capabilities of the model. This is the Salary and Benefit Projection Model's main menu page. The main menu will display a trend analysis chart. This chart will display actual versus forecasted salary expense information. You can use the checkboxes located below the chart to select the data that you wish to analyze. The main menu page will also contain several buttons that are referred to as books. There are two kinds of books in the model. Data entry books present or collect data. Report books present data and are used to review and analyze the information. Before we begin looking at the books, I'd like to demonstrate the various dashboards in the model. The regional dashboard is used to view budget and FTE information by region. Use the graph on the left side of the screen to select a region. Notice the map will highlight the states in the region that is selected. You can select to view either budget information or FTE information by using the radio buttons below the map. The data will display in the table located below the map. You can select a different state by clicking on the table on the left or selecting a state in the map. Let's move on to the headquarter dashboard. The HQ dashboard will allow you to view headcount and FTE information for each headquarter office. Then you can select the office you'd like to analyze. The dial on the top right side of the screen displays budget information. The dial below that displays actuals. Notice the needle in the actuals dial will change colors to green, yellow, or red, depending on how close you are to your budget. You can create what-if scenarios by using the slide bar or the slider to see how the forecast is affected. Notice the dial on the bottom left will move to reflect the new value for the what-if scenario. Let's move on to the next dashboard. The personnel adjustment scenarios will allow you to create what-if scenarios for each state. You can toggle between headcount and FTE. Select a state from the map. Notice the state's information will appear in the table. You can use the slide bar or the slider to create what-if scenarios. Notice the fiscal year requirement vertical bar will change colors to reflect the new value for the what-if scenario. The Help button will provide instructions on how to use each dashboard. Click back to return to the screen. When you click on the books from the main menu page, it will take you to the PCM software. The full-time input book is used to enter gains, losses, and promotions during the fiscal year. Use the drop-down boxes to select organization, employee type, and the specific actions you'd like to take. All of the data is entered in the bolded cells. Assume the CIO is hiring a GS11 in pay period 7. Use the scroll bar at the bottom of the grid to locate pay period 7. Enter one gain for pay period 7 and the employee's salary. In this case, assume it is $65,000. Whenever data is entered in the model, you must click on the Updates Pending button to save the information. The middle of the screen will display the dollar impact of the anticipated gain. The last grid is used to enter other inputs. Use the Select Book drop-down to navigate between books in the model. The part-time input book is similar to the full-time input book. This book is used to enter gains, losses, and promotions for part-time, temporary, and intermittent employees. The Select Scenario drop-down is used to enter what-if scenarios. Notice that the grids turn red. What-if scenarios can be saved in the model but will not affect the model's calculations. The regular salary projection book is used to view salary information by fund. The bottom of the page will display a graphical depiction of the data. The premium salary projection book displays the ratio of actual premium pay to actual regular salaries. The graph in this book will display prior year actuals versus current year actuals. Any adjustments to premium salaries can be entered in the grid at the bottom of the page. The benefits projection book displays the percentage of benefits to regular salaries. This book also has a graph of the data. Adjustments to benefits can be entered in the grid at the bottom of the page. The next set of books are the report books. Let's begin by looking at the Staffing Summary Report. This report is used to view headcount, anticipated personnel actions, and dollar impacts of changes that were entered in the model. This report is also used to validate data inputs. The Actuals Report and the Actuals and Forecast Report are very similar. Both are used to view historical actuals for the current year and the prior fiscal year. Let's look at the Actuals and Forecast Report. Actuals are displayed by pay period. In this report, the fiscal year forecast is also displayed by pay period. The bottom of the screen will display a graph of the data. The Projection by BOC report displays consolidated data by BOC. This report displays the fiscal year budget, actuals, forecast, and the full year requirement. The last report is the FTE report. This report displays anticipated FTE levels by organization, factoring in anticipated personnel actions. If you select Main Menu from the Select Book drop-down, it will direct you to the PCM software's Main Menu page. Notice the top left side of the screen will display the pay period when the information was last updated in the model. Data from the SBP model will come directly from payroll. The payroll information in the model will update after every pay period. All projections that are calculated in the model will calculate from this pay period to the end of the funding period, which is normally the end of the fiscal year. To exit the PCM software, click on the Close Model icon and the Logout button.